to eat ribeyes while you eat oodles and noodles. You know what I mean? That was seen to be okay. That's an okay thing. But how you gonna want somebody to genuinely do better when you giving them your worst, including yourself? How you expect yourself to do better when all you can give up is your worst? Perfect song to come on. Chasing that fool's gold. I got this thing, Goose. I don't think I really told. I think I only told two other people this. Like a lot of these songs like this, there's like largely bent on love and romance.
Right.
You know, I don't have that. So I like to plug in life to songs like this.
Okay.
So I imagine the singer as myself or whatever, singing to life.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So when she say, I was living a dream and believing things that just ain't true, but I can't believe I ever believed in you. I was chasing fool's gold. That's my ego.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I interpret that as like my ego had me chasing these things that wasn't even true.
Right.
And I pridefully, you know, sought after it. No matter what, if I look like a fool, whatever, I would double down in it. But then now that I know what the real gold is, I'm willing to pause and discipline myself and refrain from those behaviors. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that was a strategy that I had to synthesize from not maybe having a void of having that level of romance in my life, even that level of hurt from romance in my life. I didn't have either or. It was like good credit, bad credit. I didn't have either or. So like, with I felt like I was missing the total experience. So instead of missing the experience, I tore apart, like I broke down the song and put myself in certain places, and I just I start singing the life, man, like because I knew I wanted a different perspective. I knew I wanted to hammer in affirmations, and if you anything like me, writing affirmations every day can start to get stale because it's like you got to write affirmations, and even when the shit is the worst for you,
Right.
like even when the shit is the fucking, I mean, like the worst, you got to sit down and just write it down and figure, you know, like this is just a problem. This is not me.
Yeah.
I'm bigger than this. This is nothing. You know what I mean? This doesn't define me. You know, how I come out of this is what defines me. But I had to start listening to these songs over and over religiously, back to back, and start thinking about myself in the song, like vanquishing or overcoming or gaining control over my ego. You know, to live a better, clearer, and more prosperous life. It might be crazy to you, Bruce, but it's my way of coping, man.
Nah, you breaking that down definitely doesn't sound crazy.
It's just like watching TV for me. Watching TV is a level of coping for me because, you know, you hear me say it so much, you might be here, but my world, I felt like my world was just so, like, now, looking back, I felt like, in hindsight, that my world was so bad that watching cartoons and shit, watching TGIF, watching those shows like that was my means of escape. That was my means of traveling to another galaxy, traveling to another world that was larger than my world, that had more going on than my world. So, um, it taught me so many things because I wanted to be able to speak the language there in those worlds. So I had to start watching television with the caption on. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm saying that to say that that was my way of finding a way to like see behavior rehearsal. You know what I mean? Like I was talking about as far as role playing and accelerated learning.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That was my way of seeing healthy relationships
Okay.
between a father and son, a mother and son. a mother and daughter, a father and daughter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Books, comic books, so on and so forth. I was always able to channel away from my present situation at that moment. I spent a lot of time on punishment and shit too.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, in hindsight, I understand that I was I exercised a lot of attention seeking behavior because my mother and my father was not really not around.
Yeah.
So class clown and shit like that, gotta be seen and
Right.
that kind of shit. Um, Smart but rather play dumb because it was more entertaining. You know what I mean? But if I had known that what I was going through was normal due to my circumstances, I would have knew that I was in control of that behavior
Yeah.
versus that this is just the way that I show up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying all this to say like how important